Hey everyone, this is A7X Fan Ben, and this is going to be a 50-point game using the Las Vegas house rules, which will be linked in the description, and the fleets will be linked in the description as well. We've got English versus Barbary Corsair Mercenary today. So, for setup, we're going to see who goes first. So I'm going to try to roll red die for the English and a white for the Ragtag Alliance fleet. So we'll see English go first. Okay, so they're going to place the first island, and per the house rules, there's no real minimum distance between islands for the Las Vegas house rules. Usually islands will still get placed at least 1 L apart, a lot of times at least 2 L, but they don't have to be. So English are going to go middle but north there. And it's good to keep in mind that round earth is in effect. So if ship goes over here, she'll come out here, and it's corner to corner. So if they go down this way and they come out the exact corner, they'll come out over here. So next island will be placed by the Corsair Mercenaries. So they're kind of looking at their fleet. They've got some good speeds. The English do too. The English look pretty good too. And the English have they've already got Countess Diana Dune and a limit crew face up. So you can see these in the fleets, but this one has to start the game face up. And this one is the Zero Limit Ransom Reroller, which is going to be linked to one of the face-down English crew. Barbary Corsair Mercenaries don't know which one, or at least what the crew is. But I think for the English, they'd probably link Cargo, Commodore Reese Griffin Owen. They'd probably link him to Hermione Gold rather than Sir Christopher Mings. So anyway, and no face-up crew in the Barbary Corsair Mercenary fleet to start the game. Alright, so that's the second island, and the English will place the third. And for terrain, it's going to be interesting because this is not a competitive game at all, so I'm not going to analyze the island setup really at all, or at least not too much. So for terrain, it's going to be interesting because I'm going to allow them to place, I think, one like medium-sized terrain each that I got in an eBay lot, the oversized terrain, so that'll be interesting. I haven't really used that much lately, so should be good. And then Barbary Corsair Mercenaries, gonna plop an island down in the southwest. English, I'm gonna plop one right there. And then for the last island, Barbary Corsair Mercs, we're gonna go right there. Have that one be kind of a little closer there. Not a big ocean, a little smaller than the 40-point competitive standard I did recently, especially because those have to be at least 3 L away. So probably one of the smaller oceans I'll do for a solo game. But all right, so terrain. So I'm not going to use the Vegas house rules for terrain in terms of the 3 per player being the default. So I'm going to go back to normal rules where basically it's kind of a free-for-all. So it's like each fleet is basically able to propose a number of terrain that they want, and then if the other fleet doesn't like that, they can propose their own. And if they can't come to a consensus, Wolf said you basically roll a d6 to see who gets what they want. So players should agree on the number of terrain pieces that will be used, but if they can't, then it would have to be a die roll. So I think the English, they've got a couple of small ships in London. They have a home island raider, so they want some fog banks out there, maybe a big one, and probably some whirlpools too. They want a lot of terrain. They're gonna propose 6 terrain pieces, and then the Corsair Mercenaries, they've got a 4-master, a 3, and a couple 2s. They know they have an SAT crew, so they wouldn't mind some whirlpools too, but they don't want to place that many. And they see that the English have a home island raider, HMS Bath, and they don't have one of their own. So they're gonna vote 4 for terrain. So English vote 6, Corsair Mercs vote 4. They can't agree, so we're gonna roll, see who gets it. So English, okay, so only 4 will be placed. The Alliance won that roll. So 4 terrain placed per player. So these are some of the oversized ones. I'm not gonna allow any like huge ones because the map's just not that big, but anyway. And there is an oversized iceberg. The iceberg actually came from red goat from PDX card. And then the other ones were from an eBay lot that I was, in hindsight, I'm really happy I won that. So just like a ton of terrain, but these came with it. So, all right, so the English, yeah, they got a home island raider. They're gonna dump a huge fog bank out there somewhere. And then I'm still gonna use the Vegas house rules in terms of terrain placement, just not the number. So instead of 3, do a standard, but then it doesn't have to be SOA. I don't wanna use that rule. So I'll do a fog bank right there. And then, so the Corsair Mercenaries are up next. I might go with a Sargasso. There's 4 each. They can only place 1 larger one each. Yeah, they're gonna do like a medium, or not a medium, but one of the smaller oversized Sargasso Cs. Plop that somewhere. It's kind of fun to experiment with like putting in like puzzle pieces, but and then one thing to keep in mind, so with the house rule, the second player, which is the Alliance, they are going to pick the home island first, and therefore they can think about that. Instead of choosing the enemy's home island, they'll pick where they go. So they can start to already game plan, like maybe they like here or here, I'm thinking, quite possibly. I think they kind of like this. You got an island right there. Queen of Sheba might be able to get to on the first turn. Actually, probably not quite. That's really, yeah, they could probably make it work. The right angle there. So they might not put the Sargasso Sea there then. They'll probably put it over here instead. They'll try. They want galleys. Another little thing is they want galleys to be able to fit through here. Like right now, this galleys can just barely get through there. So if they put it there, they'll cross that route off for themselves. They'll eliminate that potential trade route. So they might just kind of put it in a generic spot that hopefully hinders the English. I think they might go like that. That might make things kind of interesting. Then it's not a fog exit right onto Sargasso, but it's still a big kind of chain connection there. So, okay, so that's it for the bigger terrain for this setup. So now they have 3 left each to place. The English know they have a same action twice London, so they want some whirlpools. They might be able to do a whirlpool attack or something. We're gonna plop one right there, and then of course their mercenaries are okay with whirlpools, but they don't want too many, so they might just see. We're gonna see like how many the English place, and then go based on that. I think they might actually extend this Sargasso a little bit. They're thinking pretty heavily about going to that as their home island. So that's 2 each, so 2 more terrain each to be placed. So the English are going to place another whirlpool, make sure they have an exit location. We're going to put it like right by this island. That'll be interesting. I don't usually have whirlpools touching islands, so that could be kind of fun. And then, so that's, English have 3 placed. So Corsair Mercenaries. They kind of want to create a little bit of a hazard with this fog bank. Maybe nothing too crazy, but they might have it sabotaged a little bit. If you come out on a 2, you get reefed. Okay, that's 3 each. Okay, 3 terrain placed each. English might do another whirlpool, but they might do a fog bank. I think they're going to do a fog bank kind of just out a little bit in the middle of nowhere, out in the northeast there. That looks fine. And then last terrain. So now, of course, their mercs know they're about to pick their home island. So they can really gamify this a little bit if they want to. They still like this. So they'll probably go there. Yeah, this looks a little bit cut off now because there's big stuff in the middle there. So they'll probably try to just hinder one of those other islands. I guess thinking about where they want the English to go, they kind of want the English to go like here or here. They definitely don't want them there. And this is like via whirlpool. That's really close actually. So they might actually sabotage that island a little bit extra. They're a little bit worried about the English picking that as a home island, so I think they're going to try to make it a little bit harder on their small ships to dock here. Create some annoyance here. Yeah, they're going to go like that. That fits nicely. Okay. So I got 4, 8, so... Alright, so that'll be that setup, and then so picking home islands. Yeah, Corsair Mercenaries, they pretty much made their decision. They're going to go to that big island there. Get their ships set up here. So thinking about this, I'm going to measure to see if Queen of Sheba, she doesn't have a helmsman. So I'm going to see if she can reach here. I think if you, yeah, if she's docked like this, then you measure from port side of the hull, you definitely can dock. Okay, that's really good. And then Griffin is probably going to go something like that. You have to anticipate where the English might go. They might go to one of those other two. Yeah, they could play for round Earth. They don't think the English... Yeah, I don't think the English are going to go over there. So I think because of that, the Griffin might actually go that way. And then have the combat ships kind of surge west, maybe as a pair. And there is an open cargo space on each of them. So Wicked Queen might look at that island or one of the two. She might start there, and then Tasmanian Devil is able to start S away. So she might... The problem with that is she won't be docked to start the game. So if she starts the game S away from the home island, and therefore within docking distance of that, the English can set up their home island right here and then just have London like right here and just shoot and not even move and just slam her. So I don't like that idea at all. So they're gonna have to a little hedge their bets a little bit there on Tasmanian Devil. So she's probably gonna, and then there's the Whirlpool too. So if the English go first, if they start their Whirlpool here with London with SAT, they probably wouldn't do that with so much other stuff right here, but still, these are interesting considerations for the Corsair Mercenaries to make. So I think they're gonna start in kind of a weird spot. Kind of hard to say. Oh, I know, they could do this and then have her, this way she's near a fog bank and close to the home island, but then she's still within decent distance of this island here. Yeah. I think with Wicked Queen right here, they might bluff too what Wicked Queen has. I think they're going to do that a little bit. They're going to kind of hedge the bets. I like the idea of this ship being within docking distance of this island. If I go LS, and go like right there, and she's a little bit, if you just angle her, that's away. That's not bad. Okay. I guess I'll do that. Yeah, that's enough posturing. So, and then I'd love to get setup time down for some of these games, but it's usually probably going to take at least 10 to 20 minutes each. Some of the competitive games, when I get into the meta, are going to take longer, but oh well. I mean, it's definitely an important part of the game, really important actually. So the English, home island, they got to think about this a little bit. So that's a tough one. They do kind of like this one for the Whirlpool there, but they got to... HMS Bath is their main treasure runner. So she could maybe go there, round Earth over here. Or, yeah, this could be tough for them to get gold. They could start here, and then they go first, and then Bath could come here. And then they're close for home island raiding. I kind of like that idea a lot, actually. They're not right near a Whirlpool, but that's okay. This would be kind of a funny move to go right there. The Corsairs are banking on that island being theirs pretty soon. Could go here and then round Earth over there. There's a lot of interesting options. I kind of like the idea of going here and taking a hard stance from the start of the game, kind of seeing what the Corsair Mercenaries will do, and then having HMS Bath go this way, try to explore that island. And then, yeah, I like the idea of their home islands being close, because HMS Bath would love to home island raid this game, so I think they're gonna try that. It's not competitive games, so I don't wanna take too long to figure this out, so I'm not gonna I'm not going to overanalyze it like I sometimes do. So HMS London might actually hit this fog bank. Yeah, she's easily there. She might actually go in there to start the game. HMS Bath is pretty much looking to go due north for round Earth purposes. Greyhound might explore an island on her own, but we'll see. She might not want to do that. But yeah, she probably will. She might go to that island just to see what's on it. They don't have any spying abilities. So for the final part of the setup, we've got coins. So I'm doing this game a little bit differently. I don't usually like to do this, but we got all random treasures. So let me make sure I have the right amount. So 7, and then this should be 9 more. Yeah. So there's 10 completely random gold coins that I didn't see, and then there's 6 random unique treasures. So normally I like to have the fleets do it, but I was kind of just trying to save a little time basically and simplify, and also kind of want to have some random UTs for once. So it could be pretty interesting. I have no idea what's in the mix, and especially, oh, there's a 3, but whoops. Especially for UTs, it's going to be interesting to see what they are. Sometimes when you use random UTs, they're not relevant. Like they might find like Dead Man's Chest from Ocean's Edge, but then there's no submergible game pieces in play, but whatever. I'm gonna go 4 there. And then we've got the other 3 islands that are randomly divided up. All right, so that's our setup. So it should be interesting to see how it plays out. And I'll get the timer going. It's gonna be 25 minutes per fleet per game. Okay, we're ready to play. So English take the first turn, start the 25-minute timer. All right, here we go. So they're gonna reveal Sir Christopher Mings, I guess. Maybe they don't want, whatever, too late. And then a helmsman, so London can move SSS. They'll roll for Mings, see what they get. Nothing. They'll re-roll with a cargo. Okay, they got it. I don't think they even want it, so they could hit this ship and then come back. That's probably the best move. Or go into the fog bank. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, that's tough to resist. All right, this could be a bad start for the Corsair Mercenaries. I think they were still too aggressive placing Tasmanian Devil. This is partly my mistake. I got to learn to do the mercenary keyword better. But anyway, so now they're going to reveal Hermione Gold from Mysterious Islands. So she gives +1 to kin rolls against any non-English ship. All crew revealed on London. So she's banging away. So she's going to have 2s are going to hit. She's got 4 shots, so should be able to hit most of them. 1, 2. Okay, 3 hits. Okay, at least the ship is still alive, so that's cool. Tasmanian Devil. Yeah, they definitely messed up that positioning pretty bad. I feel kind of stupid actually, but oh well. Alright, so I'm gonna lose all 3. At least there was a miss. So I'm just really glad the ship's not dead in the water, because it'd be hard to repair her with the mercenary keyword. Alright, and then for the second move action, they're just gonna come right back home and redock right up there. Bath is next. She's got helmsman, so she's going to move L+S, go around Earth. She's got a tiny bit more than the L. She'll come out about right there. And she's got the S segment remaining. Greyhound. Now that they've already crippled one of the bigger ships in the other fleet, I think Greyhound might be slightly more aggressive because of that. So she's gonna go off on her own, try to explore this island soon. Okay, that was it. So yeah, it's a shorter time limit, but more points in play than last time, or more points per fleet. So I gotta keep that in mind. So Wicked Green, gonna reveal Jack Hawkins. He's got same action twice. Wicked Green also has a helmsman. They'll need both this turn, but so do SAT roll. Ah, darn. I was hoping they could maybe get it, come through here, and then blast Greyhound, but nothing happened there. So in that case, they probably won't even use her first. I think Queen of Sheba is going to come this way as planned. She's going to dock there. Griffin, I think, is going to stick to her plan. try to go around her a long way over here. Tasmanian Devil can't dock or repair, so I think she's gonna try to escort one of these ships, probably the Griffin, because she's got a longer trip. And then Wicked Queen is probably gonna redock in a different spot. Yeah, I think she's gonna come. Yeah, it's a tough one. She can't quite dock there. She doesn't want to really risk the fog bank. So, yeah, she could go after Bath, but then London is right there, so that's a tough one. I think she'll just protect her home waters a bit. So S, L, and then S to redock, but in a different spot. And then English up next. This is a rapid fire game. So Bath is just gonna dock over here, and she reveals her other crew, which is an explorer. So I'm gonna place an explorer token. All right, let's see what they get. Only one UT, okay. Necklace of the Sky, okay. That's one you can load face down. I don't think they're gonna take it. I'm gonna pause it real quick so they can familiarize themselves with it. This one you can load face down, so therefore you don't have to take it. It's not mandatory. This ship move action, do not move her. Instead, reveal this treasure and dock the ship at any wild island. Then unload this treasure at that island. That takes an explore action, unfortunately. Wolf ruled that. I think it's in the code, but the rest of the game, no ship in your fleet can load this treasure. So I don't think they want it. They want the regular gold. They might pick it up later and do something with it, but that UT is way less effective. It's probably good that you have to take an explore action to unload it, but it kind of like freezes the ship for a turn at her destination location. So 7 gold on Bath. He doesn't have room for all 4. With 5 cargo minus 2 crew, so 3 spaces for treasure. Oh, unpause it. Should have done that a tiny bit earlier, but that's okay. Greyhound is going to come in and dock that angle there. She does not have an explorer. And roll for Christopher Mings on London. Nothing. And then cargo for reroll. Oh, got it again. Yeah, it's probably good Wicked Queen didn't make any moves towards Bath, because I think London would easily... Oh yeah, 6 success total. She would be right there. Okay, interesting. So London... Jack Hawkins is revealed on Wicked Queen though, so she might go try to protect Bath a little more. But she could hit Tasmanian Devil actually, but I don't think that's a great idea. She's going to expose herself to too much return fire by doing that. Yeah, I think I'm going to... she could just stay docked there. It's kind of tempting. She might just stay there. It's kind of menacing. She is really in a good spot because she can round Earth and come over here. It's a commanding spot on the board due to round Earth, so they're going to... London's not going to get in action. They're just going to end, so... Because, yeah, this timer is kind of intense. It's kind of interesting. Alright, so Griffin's going over here. Just a tiny bit more than L. She was like here. It's a tiny bit extra. And then S, so she's not going to get there. That's fine. And then Queen of Sheba. Time to explore. Do the token. I forget about that part. Let's see what they get. We have no idea what these are. Okay, 431, and then message to bottle. Okay, that's gonna be kind of interesting. So, love this booklet from Red Goat. It's so useful. Immediately dock the ship at the wild island with the fewest treasure coins on it. If there's a tie, your opponent chooses which tie island the ship docks at. All right, that's terrible. So they can pick where it's docked at least. So they're gonna dock it like. They got to think about London coming over. Wow, Wicked Queen might come west now after all. They're going to go here so they can get an angle towards home or go into the fog. So that one's loaded face up. And then, so Griffin is going to have 8 gold total. Or Queen of Sheba, sorry, my bad, Queen of Sheba. So she's got 3 face down coins and then a message in a bottle UT. So, okay. not much luck for the Ragtag Alliance here in this game overall. They're not doing too well. So, Tasmanian Devil. She does have an open cargo space, so she's gonna keep coming this way. So she's gonna go there, and then Wicked Crean has Jack Hawkins with SAT, who does not get it. Okay, probably gonna redock back where they were, pretty much, because I can't. Even if they could dock the island, there's not much point. Yeah, they're just trying to protect against London right now, basically. I'm gonna go S, L, S back there, and then that's their turn. They have a slight time advantage, but it's only like 20 seconds. English, HMS Bath is gonna come home. So L, S, like right on the edge, at Ocean's Edge, right? And then let's see here. All right, Greyhound's gonna explore. Might as well see what they get. Ooh, 10. Oh, but Plague. Oh, wow. Interesting. So 10 total gold. The English have to try their best to keep track despite the timer ticking down. 7 here. Neither fleet has any idea how much in play. It's gonna be, might be similar to 30. It's not gonna be a standard 30, but might be around there actually, so far. So anyway, but they know they have 7 from here. There's no more there. 10 total there. They're gonna load one because Plague is gonna kill the captain. So Greyhound loses her captain, goes face down, but she is able to load a 4 because of that. So interesting. Yeah, they like that island. Okay, and then Ming's might as well roll for SAT. Cargo to reroll. Nothing? Okay, so London does not get SAT for the first time. She's just gonna stay there. Yeah, there's no point in moving, I don't think. Because she's still protecting Bath via round Earth, so she's gonna... Maybe she'll move over. Actually, she'll probably redock. She's gonna redock at least a little bit. I'm gonna go... I don't really know the best spot for her, but I'm just gonna redock over here. In case she has to protect Greyhound or maybe check that gold or something. Actually, no, I don't. That's not a good position. She's gonna go the other way. She's gonna go around the south side of the island. So partial S, or most of an S, full S, and then she's gonna go like right here. Not quite on the reef, so she's good to go. And then it's gonna end their turn. Corsair Mercenaries. So Queen of Sheba is probably gonna start going home. Yeah, they gotta get her home with her gold. They could explore and see what this other coin is, but since the English left a bit behind, they assume it's like a 1 or something like that, or a 0 maybe. It shouldn't be a 0 because I didn't take from that bag of my collection, but anyway. So Griffin is gonna dock right here, and she does have Explorer, so Griffin can take stuff right away here. So, last island to be explored. Yep, here are the rest of the ETs. Wow, crappy island. Okay. Oh, I should... Wow, this is still part of their turn. I'll pause it when I look this stuff up. So 1, she'll load that. Knights of Malta Banner, they have to take Cursed... Well, Cursed Natives might prevent the coin from being taken. Then Triton's Defense. Alright, I'm going to pause it. So, I'm not really... I haven't played with any of these 3 a lot. So they're all a tiny bit unfamiliar to me. I know generally what they do, but I want to look at Cursed Natives first. I know it's brutal. They're getting crappy luck here. Might be a little bit of a blowout, but we'll see. So when revealed, roll d6, and result of 1 to 3 will make crew on the ship with the lowest point value. 4 to 6, highest. Well, they only have 1 crew, so they'll lose that one. Then it can load 1 more only. Then put Cursed Natives face down on the island. The ship must leave the island on your next turn. Yeah, there's nothing curse in play. Whew. So this one stays here. The Explorer, there's no point in rolling, right? Because it says lowest or highest, so either way you lose the Explorer, so no need to roll. And then she can only load 1 more, which is a weird... I don't know how that interacts with UTs, if at all. I'm gonna check out the code real quick. I got, oh, that was easy to find the page. Okay, here's the code. Restriction on loading treasure applies only to non-unique, and unique that means loaded face down. Okay, so they'll take the other two, looks like. Okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we're still figuring this out a little bit. Knights of Malta banner. They like to transfer that. Oh, that's bizarre. Oh, this is good luck. I forgot. So they have a Corsair ship, so this is perfect. It's loaded by a Corsair ship. It's worth 5 gold when unloaded. Nice. What are the odds of that? Playing the Corsairs and the Knights of Malta banner randomly makes it into the treasure pool. Okay. So that's actually good luck. Okay. Nice. And then Triton's defense is, I think, irrelevant. There's no creatures in play. Load his treasure face down. They're not going to load it then, so they'd rather have the 1 gold. There's no sea dragons, monsters, or titans in play. Sea monsters, so okay. They're gonna leave that. Okay, let's unpause it. We're gonna leave Triton's defense on the island. They've got the 1 and the banner, which is face up, and Queen of Sheba got in action, right? Yeah. So they're gonna do Jack Hawkins SAT. Ooh, they got it. I don't know if they can really use it though. They could try to attack HMS Bath, but she's probably gonna get home. They can see that she doesn't have an oarsman. This could provoke English wrath if they don't. Oh, they should go after Greyhound. Okay, I think so. All right, we're going through the Whirlpool. Here we go, Whirlpool raid. So they're gonna come out probably right there. Probably. Let's just try that. And then Whirlpool damage. So this is gonna be worse than a bad roll or a low roll. Oh man, so they have to lose a mass crew of treasure. And there's no treasure. Man, they can't afford to lose any of these crew. So they're gonna lose their worst cannon. So she's got a 4S towards the stern. So they're gonna lose that in the negative Whirlpool roll. And then they're gonna move and shoot. They've got Captain. So with Jack Hawkins SAT, the first move action ends as soon as she goes through the Whirlpool, but the same action twice, they can move and shoot coming out. So they're gonna ram, I think. They might actually reverse direction. Yeah, they're gonna go S, and then L, and then S. So they know London might come over this way. So, and they're trying to preserve that port broadside where they'll have better angles of fire on the Greyhound. I don't think they, oh, she has the plague. Wait, I don't want to do this, sorry. Forgot about that. Okay. I didn't roll any dice, so we're gonna undo that. They're gonna dock, actually. They're gonna dock and shoot. So can't explore, but they've got a 2S and a 3S. So we're gonna go ahead, shoot both of those. I'll have the white be the 2S. Okay, so 1 hit, 3S misses. Greyhound is dismasted. That's good, because then she can't weaponize the plague. This is a darn good turn. Whoops. This is a darn good turn for the Corsair Mercenaries here. So we can't explore. Alright, last ship, Tasmanian Devil. They know Griffin has 6 gold total. They know they don't want any of those other 2 coins. There's nothing there. That's interesting to them. So I don't think London's really going to get to Griffin. So I think they should actually circle the wagons a little bit. I think Tasmanian Devil should try her best to protect Queen of Sheba, and also prepare for Wicked Queen coming back home via the Whirlpool. Okay, that's their turn. English are up next. Bath is going to come be around Earth and dock at home. So she has her full L. She has that full L from there, so she doesn't even really need the helmsman. So she might home island raid soon, actually. So she's gonna be around Earth. It's like here, I think. So she's gonna move L and then S and unload. So the first gold deposit. English want to keep track of their score, 7 total. And then one of the house rules that in a 2-player game, gold not revealed when unloaded at home island, unlike standard. So Ah, that's Bath. Greyhound, man. She can't do anything. They could build a fort there. That's the question. And they know there's 6 here. I think they're going to do that. I think they almost have to. So Greyhound, oh, Greyhound's not even, oh no, it doesn't work. Because Greyhound's not docked via Plague. It says the ship cannot dock, which means even though she's still right there, it technically the UT, she cannot dock. So she's like undocked via the UT. So even though they've explored the island, they need a ship docked there too to build a fort, so they can't. Wow. Okay, cool. So we're gonna roll for Ming's same action twice. Cargo. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh, that's big. That is huge. That's huge, actually. So they could probably hit almost whatever they want. 3, 4, 5. Oh man. They could slam Wicked Kareen, or you can come south and slam Queen of Sheba. So either way, man, that's pretty brutal. They like the idea of capturing the Wicked Kareen, actually. And plus, if gold gets home, they're planning to steal it at some point anyway. Tasmanian Devil is pretty weak. I think they're going to hit Wicked Kareen, so she can't. I think they'd go here if they could build a fort to deny Wicked Kareen, but since Greyhound's not docked, they can't build the fort this turn, unless London docks there. But I don't think she's going to be able to get an angle here where she can get there and dock. So, alright. So, first move action, 3S, and then she's got 3S for the second one. If she docks here, she'll hit the Sargasso and she won't be in range. So, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like only 3 cannons in range. Can't do that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, she won't be able to get all 4 cannons in range, but this one is in range. Cool. Not blocked by the flag of Greyhound. Get that port bow angle. So, alright, so London, another devastating attack. Just gonna start with the first 2 cannons. I'll do the 2S with the white die. Just going bow to stern. 2 hits, and they see Wicked Kareen has no more FaceTime crew, which means she doesn't have an oarsman, which means she could be captured. But they're gonna row. That's the problem. They're gonna row through the whirlpool and go back home. So I think they're gonna shoot to sink. They'd rather capture, but this thing's gonna get away if they don't have a ship to tow it with. Because they're out of move actions for this turn now. So yeah, they're gonna shoot to sink. So final shot. Boom. All right, Wicked Kareen's gone. Man, so the Corsair Mercenary combat capability has been devastated by the London. Completely devastated. Okay, that's their turn. I think I'm actually probably doing pretty decent on time. A lot of the gold's already loaded or en route, so. Okay. So Queen of Sheba, at least she can get home, so that's cool. She's gonna dock there, I guess. That's fine. So they have to keep in mind what they've got. So they got 8 here, and I know they have basically another 6 coming home. It's gonna be a tight game. And then yeah, Griffin is able to move L and S. So she's like almost on that crease, and then her whole hull is over the side. So she's like right here, and then the S was basically her hull was just over the edge. Okay. And then Tasmanian Devil, last move action. Now they gotta watch these whirlpools. London might come out here and hit Tasmanian Devil, so that's ugly. So Bath is not in home island raiding position yet, but she might be next turn if she moves here, goes into the fog bank. So Tasmanian Devil, just thinking about docking here. I think what's interesting is that the Corsair Mercenaries might want to build a fort just to minimize the home island raiding effects of the Bath. So, all right, interesting. Okay, guess that'll end their turn. English, gotta decide what to do. I think Bath going to the fog bank is a no-brainer. They don't know what's here. They know the cursed natives are there, but they don't know what the other one is. They can assume it's a low coin though, or a UT. It's loaded face down, so they're probably not too interested in it. They'd rather get some of that booty that the Queen of Sheba just docked home. Especially the Griffin. The Griffin's coming in too, so yeah, I think Bath. Hopefully she can get there. Yeah, just barely bow touches. All right, so she's in the fog, so she's set up to home island raid basically, and then London roll for SAT. Okay, so they got it right away. Mings with the same action twice. Actually, Bath, they know there's 6 here. They can't really handle Greyhound because she's just sitting there, just sitting duck. So they can't. If they touch her with London, all the crew die. Be the plague. So they might actually do the whirlpool now. If they're here, oh yeah, I think they're gonna try to sink the Tasmanian Devil. Because if they have that much board control, they might be able to just home island raid at will within a few turns. So they're one turn. Yeah, they're gonna leave all this gold. They know there's 10 total gold sitting there, but they're gonna play for like a total combat advantage right now. She might come out here actually, because then she might be able to intercept Griffin on the way home. Yeah, London is just devastating right now. So I'll do the whirlpool roll for London. Okay, bad roll. So they'll lose. They don't want to lose any crew. These are really good crews. They're going to lose a 2S at the back. And then they're going to surge forward with the second whirlpool-based, same action twice, attack of the game. So this is probably going to sink the Tasmanian Devil unless they roll at least 2 1s, which is not super likely, even with my bad shooting. So, whoops, shoot to sink. So blasting away at Tasmanian Devil. Okay, that's already sunk. 2's hit. So Tasmanian Devil is gone. Could have captured her, but I don't think there'd be much benefit. With the mercenary keyword, it'd be hard to use her effectively. Be hard. Yeah, they'd have to build a fort just to repair her. Anyway, that's gonna end their turn though. So Barbary Mercenaries. It's tough. They might. Yeah, I feel like they got to build a fort here and then try to hold it. I don't think they can hold any. I guess they could build Paradise because they don't have a faction restriction on forts. Because the minor factions have access to any one nation of them, so they would definitely go for Paradise. So I'm just thinking about dumping the gold there and then doing it that way, basically. Either way, Griffin, she can't get home, so she's screwed if she just keeps going. She's got to try her best to hide. Yeah, they're gonna go LS and then use the galley stern turn, and that's pretty much the bow. So she's gonna dock there in preparation to build a fort there. Yeah, they're gonna have to build Paradise there. And then Queen of Sheba probably just wants to stay docked, stay safe, but at least relatively safe. But she will redock because she can get positioning to try to block the Bath coming in for the home island raid. Alright, yeah, so here's the code ruling. It's only minor factions. You can build a fort of any one nationality. So they are building Paradise de la Mer, the infamous French fort, with a really good defensive ability, and partly to divert their best coin. It's a 4 gold fort. They're going to pay for it, this 4, in the hopes the English, if they are able to home island raid successfully, they only take the 1. Alright, so with that, English are up next. About 12 minutes left. Our fort, and we're going to probably be pretty aggressive. Yeah, I'm gonna go SAT with London. Reroll, cargo, nothing. Okay, so no SAT this turn. In that case, they might duck into the fog bank for now. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, they're gonna end their turn there. Greyhound can't really do anything. All right, so Corsairs, Griffin. I think Griffin is actually gonna. She's got the Knights of Malta banner, which is only worth gold if it's unloaded at your home island. Right? Let me look at. Let me just make sure. Pause it for a second. Yeah, unloaded at your home island. So interesting. I think they're gonna just redock with Griffin. Yeah, they're gonna go. I'm gonna go with the L first. Go here. Us, redock, and now they're in striking distance there to get to their home island next turn. So, and then Queen of Sheba might just redock slightly as well at their home island. Yeah, she's gonna go here, there. Not that that'll help, but who knows. All right, English up next. I think I'll start with the same action twice, I guess, as well. Cargo reroll? Nothing. Okay. They're not gonna. Oh. I'm trying to think if they should bother doing anything. Actually, yeah, they're gonna go fog exit roll London just to see where they come out. Might go back in, but whatever. So 3. Okay, they like that a lot. Now they're gonna attack, I think. Paradise is the scary part, though. They might shoot and then stay out of range of the fort. I think they're gonna do that. So that S gets her to the edge. Second S is gonna be over the edge right there. Yeah, this will be pretty easy to get in range of the Griffin, but be out of the fort's range. So the fort cannon range is about like that. So they're gonna be getting in pretty much like that. Paradise will be just out of range, and they have, looks like just the first 2, but that's okay. All right, 2 cannons in range, and it's a decent chance that they'll both hit. So 2's hit with the +1. Oh man, yep. Whew, it's gonna be rough. So Griffin dismasted at the fort with the Knights of Malta banner aboard. That's not good for the Corsairs. And then Bath. Bath is going to see where she comes out at least of the fog bank. She's going to start testing this exit location stuff. So she wants to get a 1 or a 6. 4 is good enough to dock. I think 3 might be the only roll that's not good enough to dock. But she's going to go back in and see if Queen of Sheba heads south. So, all right. Corsair Mercenaries up next. Ah, it's brutal. I mean, at least Griffin can repair. Yeah, at the fort. Because she can't row. She doesn't have enough speed to get home now. So she's going to repair a mast. And then Queen of Sheba. That's a tough one. Queen of Sheba, I think she's going to stay there. She might redock a tiny bit. She can move SS away and back. And then if she comes this way, we have a better path to home island raid. And she wants to help support the fort, but London gets SAT. I don't know how well that's going to go in the first place. So they're going to end their turn there. English up next. And London, SAT. Reroll with cargo. Nothing. Okay. Wonder if they should just sink it though. I think they're gonna do that. This is brutal. The English are kind of just, feels like they're kind of toying with them now. They're just gonna move a tiny bit, stay out of Paradise de la Mer range. Actually, they might have to move a little bit more. So they're like right there. They're gonna go towards her and then away like that. So just out of the fort range, out of L range, but then all 3 are in range of the Griffin. So this is pretty much, this could be it for the Corsairs really. So I'm gonna shoot to sink, and she is sunk. So 3 ships sunk by HMS London. Griffin goes down. Treasure not split per the house rule. So these are just gone now. So all they got left is Queen of Sheba. The English do need to realize that the Corsairs could maybe shipwreck themselves, and I don't know if they'd have more. I guess the English don't have any idea that the Corsairs have. They never explored that southeastern island. English know they have 7, which is not really anything special. They know the Corsairs have to have at least 6. Yeah, exactly, at least 6 minimum if this was 4 and those were both 1s. But in reality, they have 8. It's actually ahead right now. So they're probably going to leave Queen of Sheba alone. In which case, I think Bath is going to stay there. They're just going to end their turn, see what the Queen of Sheba does. And I don't really know what she should do. She's trying to preserve their gold score, but it's really hard. She's got 2 fronts to defend, and she doesn't have speed or a captain with which to do it. So, she might just defer. I don't know. I think she's gonna hope that Paradise, between the defenses and the cannons, London will probably have to go home to repair first before she wants to take on Paradise. So they're not gonna get any actions or give any actions. English are up next, and let's see about same action twice. Okay, nice. Yeah, this is a weird spot. I think they're gonna go home and then be in striking range of the Queen of Sheba, maybe. Oops. Yeah, she wants to repair this mast pretty badly. So that's 3, gets her to the edge. So she's basically here. Second action, she's gonna get 1. I wonder if they're gonna build their own fort, actually. I think they might do that. Just to not have to ferry that other gold home. Actually, that's probably not what they'll do. 1, 2, 3. Bath might actually go get this other gold, because they don't have much opposition to it anymore. They had to deal with the Wicked Queen earlier, but now they don't have to, so. Bath Fogbank exit location 2. She wants to home island raid, but this is probably the safer. This is actually the better play, I think. Because she's got LS speed. Queen of Sheba's stuck at Espelses, so she's not going to catch her. They're running out of time a little bit, but I think they'll be fine. Corsairs. Gosh. I'm trying to think what they should do. Stuff in the southwest can't help them. They could pick up the next of the sky, but I don't know. It's probably not going to help them. I guess with Bath looking like she's heading east, they should at least move around their home island. We're going to make sure they stay docked because London is so dangerous, but they'll do the galley stern turn to dock there. Alright, London, she's going to repair, so she's not actually going to roll for Mings. Same action twice. By repairing, she doesn't have 2 masters to repair, so she can't repeat that action, so no need to roll for SAT. And Bath is going to come round Earth here, so got a little bit more than L left, just above that crease there. So basically like that, and then S. They'd love to rescue Greyhound, but it's not worth it with the plague that they'll have to deal with. So it's going to end their turn. Corsairs, man, they got to try to. I don't know. This is ugly. They don't know how much gold the English have, I guess. So I don't think Necklace of the Sky is going to help them either. You try to capture Greyhound and her coin. That's actually, that might be the move. That might be the move, especially because they know that the English are afraid that if the English take out the Queen of Sheba, that ends the game with no future move actions in one fleet. You have to count, and Corsairs don't know they're ahead, but they know the English are afraid that they're behind. So yeah, they can be pretty aggressive with Queen of Sheba. That's good to know, actually. All right, Whirlpool. Okay, nice. Oh, she's got the message in a bottle too. She can throw overboard, but yeah, and there's no crew on Queen of Sheba, so she would love to get Greyhound. She doesn't really, and then the plague makes her even more dangerous. So nice. Okay, English up next. So Bath is kind of worried about that, actually. So she's gonna She's probably going to dock way down here and maybe hit the whirlpool. The big thing, this is key though, 6 gold. English were thinking about building a fort. Oh, they could. They could build Ramsgate, and then they could hedge their bets that that's enough gold to win, but I don't think they want to do that. They could really gamify it in terms of the count. I gotta hurry up, make sure this is quick, but so they have 7. I know they have 6 more. See, that's not enough if those are both 7s. They don't know. I don't think they ever saw those. So you see about the calculations, 7 and 6, English can guarantee 13. Maybe not guarantee, but whatever. But even if the fort's destroyed, if those are both 7s, the Corsairs would have the advantage 14 to 13. So anyway, so Bath loads both. London, same action. Wow, there's no. Yeah, I'll do SAT. Then reroll. They gotta hurry up. So okay, 6. It's nice. So they're basically trying to get in a position to wreck Paradise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A little bit less outside of range. Okay, hit the timer. All right, Corsairs. Yeah, Queen of Sheba. I think she will capture Greyhound. No point in not doing it. Interesting. Still give them a second ship. They might not be able to use her really at all, but whatever. So, Plague gets transferred to Queen of Sheba, and Greyhound's going to be given an action to put the 4 on the Queen of Sheba. That way it's a little safer. So, no crew to eliminate. So, the problem is Queen of Sheba has to like untow Greyhound near home and then touch her to give the Plague back so she can dock. But whatever, that's fine. So, I guess yeah, that's it for them. All right, English have to hurry. So SAT, reroll. About to try to start rolling some cannons. No, they're not going to do that yet. They don't have SAT. They're not going to attack the Paradise. They're not even going to see what the roll is. They're going to go through the whirlpool with the Bath, see what it is. Good to go, and that ends their turn. All right, Corsairs. This is funny. Yeah, they know the Queen. They know the English are scared. They have less gold, so they can just. They're just going to go home like they're safe. So they probably will be. So I'm going to go home. I think just like that. So I got to roll Whirlpool on Queen of Sheba. Okay, bad roll, but they're just gonna. I think they can eliminate the Plague via this. Let me pause it. I don't think it says you can't be eliminated. Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, they might like it. I think they're gonna keep it. Message in a bottle. Let me check this out. Make sure I wasn't supposed to eliminate message in a bottle because the Plague makes the Queen of Sheba more of a weapon. So. Yeah, you don't throw away message in a bottle. It's just one of those random face-up BTs that stays on the ship. So they're gonna toss it into the whirlpool as their sacrifice, if you will. Unpause the timer. No reason to roll for captured Greyhound because she doesn't have anything aboard to lose or amass. So that's it for them. SAT, Mings, wrong die. Maybe the red one will give better luck. Oh man, it was a 6 from the fog bank. It rolled off. All right. Darn. In that case, I think London is gonna. You know what? No, they don't have time. They got it. Never mind. They were gonna sink the captured Greyhound, but they don't. There's no point. Gotta just end their turn. Yeah, they're done. Okay. Queen of Sheba. Yeah, the Corsairs have a time advantage, so it's kind of nice for them. Yeah, Queen of Sheba is gonna retow. Just gonna go like this, and then try to. Actually, she's gonna. Sorry, my bad. I'm just gonna go like S. Just gonna retow to put the Plague back on Greyhound, and then immediately drop the tow. So now they're not. She's not towing Greyhound. And that's it for them. Same action twice. Mings. Reroll. Oh man, I can't get it. Okay. They might go sink. Well, they don't want to face fire from the Queen of Sheba. That's why they towed there, kind of. It'd be harder to... Anyway. I don't have time to explain, so I could pause it, but Bath is going to unload, and that's huge. Now they have 13 total, and they're going to stop right there. They're just waiting to get SAT to attack Paradise. So they could test it, but it's going to take time. It's going to take time out of their time allotment to test what Paradise's defenses will be like. So it's not really worth the time, I don't think. So Queen of Sheba gets home. Probably gonna go get the plague in a minute if it's still there. So they just got a 4 home. So we know they had 4 on their home island. So they're at 12. Oh, this is tight. So it's 13 to 12 right now, if you include the fort, in favor of the English. But the English don't know. Pretty sure they can't know that. So they want to get the fort gold too, if they have time for it. So I guess that's it for the Corsairs. It's the action twice. Reroll. Nothing. Oh my god. Alright. Bath is gonna try to home island raid, I guess. Like next turn. Yeah, she can get there. Cool. In turn. Corsairs. Yeah, Queen of Sheba wants that plague. Now she's going to try to weaponize it. So they're going to retow. Plague goes back onto Queen of Sheba. Now London has to keep in mind Queen of Sheba, her S+S range. If she rams, the plague could be devastating, so, or it would be. Okay. At least they have more time to think, which is nice. Problem is now they're facing another home island raiding threat. That's ugly, but they'll end their turn. Same action twice on Mings. Oh, they got it. Okay, let's see what they can do. If anything, get both dice ready. They're just going to come down here, get all 4 in range. So roll for Paradise. I'd have to pause it for rules, but oh, it only has to be hit once, and then the next hits will eliminate flags. So here we go. This is going to be devastating. Okay, that's 4. That's 4 hits. So the first is essentially ignored. I'm just gonna pause. I gotta calculate damage real quick. So it had to be hit once, and then I think Wolf ruled that that's the number of times it has to be hit that turn. Let me check it. Because I was getting this wrong recently, and even though I disagree with the ruling, I kind of want to just play it the way it's written in the code. I don't know if it's in here. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. So if a 4 was rolled, the 4th hit will remove 1 flag. So 1 was rolled. So the first hit. So it's basically like there's no defenses. If you roll a 1, there's no real effect. So that's 4 out of the 5 flags are already gone. So I just need 2 more hits to destroy it. 1 more hit will make it abandoned. Set the timer. Here we go. Same action twice. They're going to just keep shooting. They're going to move a ½ millimeter or whatever. So that's 1 hit. Just need 1 hit. Ooh, they barely got it. But that destroys the fort. They're going to do Bath, Flag Bank. 3. Okay. Oh, that's the one they don't want. Oh, man. Are they going back in? They got to hurry up. Hit the timer. Okay. Cool. So the fort's gone. This is gone. And Corsairs, Plague. It's tough. I'm gonna drop Greyhound, and then they're gonna try to hit London with the Plague. They could hit. Actually, maybe they should hit the Bath. Let me think about this. Yeah, I think they're gonna hit the Bath with it instead. That's a tough one. No, because they know... Oh, I know. So they're thinking right now. So the timer should be going. Each of these coins has a 33% chance of being stolen. They know that's a 4. So lose the 4, or maybe lose one of these. So I think they'll try to Plague London and then try to board her for the coin. We'll see. Or just explore this island. English are still a little worried that they don't have more gold. or actually now they're more confident. So they know. Well, that would be their turn. Okay, I gotta have the English go. All right, Bath, Fogbank, 1. Okay. I want to pause it, but I'm thinking about what the English are doing. So then I would have to run their turn timer down. So each coin, left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for randomness of the coin. Okay, so Bath took a 3. These 2 stay there. No reason to roll for same action twice. I don't think they're gonna go here, out of plague range, turn over. Okay, that's gonna be, they're gonna win. Yeah, so Bath can go LS. She can't get there with plague. Yeah, it's realistically gonna do it. The one thing the Corsairs can do is build the fort again. Or no, they can't because they haven't explored. They're gonna get into plague ramming range. So I don't think the English really care. There's no points in play rule, so they're gonna, if they lose crew, they don't really care. So okay, that ends their turn. I think, yeah, Bath is gonna raid again. No, she's gonna go home. They're about to run out of time. They're gonna secure this. London's gonna run away. I think they're gonna hedge their bets. I don't know if this is what I would do in real life. I think I would with the timer this low. I think I would hedge my bets that I'd want with the Bath coin coming home at least. Queen of Sheba sees that move. London doesn't have time to like figure out. They could have explored there and then built Ramsgate this turn, but then London would get hit with plague, and I don't know. Actually, that probably would have been a better move than running away, but running away from the plague, but whatever. I think Queen of Sheba, maybe they should have done this already. They should just try to wreck themselves, probably. I'm going to round Earth over here. Yep. Okay. English up next. Bath. It's going to dock at home. And it's their turn. They can't get timed out. So Queen of Sheba. This brings up something that I thought about with Xerix the other day, or last night I should say, where there's an incentive to run out the clock. The Corsairs know they're ahead on time, so they could just hit the timer and be like, okay, now you're up. So if both, I think I'll pause it, but if both factions or both players or all players are just like hitting the timer, I think the house rule should be that at that point you just have to count, because like if one player has an incentive to run the clock down, then they can just weaponize it. So it's kind of a weird situation. I still got to work out the kinks with the chess clock and how it's going to work. But anyway, so we'll put it on the English. Maybe they could roll SAT. Oh, they got it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me pause it for range real quick. Okay, they have 3 cannons in range, so unpause it. All right, that's dismasted, end turn. 3 seconds left. So that dismasted the Queen of Sheba. So I think I'm gonna basically call it. Oh, so she could then touch for plague, but actually, yeah, that's relevant, because then, yeah, and then that takes out Owen. I guess they probably shouldn't have done that. They're just trying to end the game sooner, but so they're gonna, yeah. Okay. So I get 1 gold from the ransom from plague. So that kills all the crew on London. Plague is on London. This is just kind of silly. This is kind of a weird clock situation, but good news is I think I'll just barely get in there. So I got both dice ready. It's gonna sunk. All right, Queen of, and then that's it. All right, that's not going to be an auto loss. That's not. It only took like 1 second to roll the die. So okay. So that's it. So with like whatever it would have been, like 1 second on the clock, the English and the game, we've got a fleet eliminated, so they can't be given future move actions. So the English finish with 13, or Bath got home. Sorry, I didn't unload this for some reason. Okay, so I actually have 16, ironically, even though it's not a standard treasure game, and then only 5 for the Corsairs. But that was really interesting. For a while, it was like 13 to 12, stuff like that. So this was a pretty good game. I think for how much the English dominated, it was surprisingly good. It still worked out pretty well. Actually, 6, because ransom +1. So 16 to 6, but it felt closer than that because it was Corsairs had a solid shot for a while, but they didn't have the combat capability to control the endgame. The English completely were able to control the endgame. The only exception to that was the clock. Without the clock, the English would have dominated the endgame in full, but in that case, they had to be kind of conservative with the London because they needed time for Bath to make sure they had enough gold, stuff like that. So anyway, so pretty cool game, pretty interesting stuff. I was pretty happy with it. I want to see how much gold there was total. So we had 16 plus 5 is 21, plus 5 is 26. Okay, so that's all the sunken stuff too. So funny enough, 26 gold, pretty close to the standard build total treasure allotment of 30 gold total. So nice. So this was pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it actually. So it's kind of more tactical than I thought for a non-competitive game. So it was pretty neat. English were trying to make sure they had enough, because with no spires, it's like, wow, what if it's unlikely, but what if they have like 2 7s? And interesting. And it was kind of fun to see the Corsairs use a French fort. So Paradis got a little action, but then that was the fastest I've ever seen Paradis destroyed, I think. Partly because I've botched. I didn't really know about that ruling for a while, I don't think. Paradis, it's like the ability text in the code kind of, in my opinion, they do conflict, but whatever. So, so it's like the number of hits needed is not more than, I don't know, it's just weird. I feel like they conflict, but anyway, but that was a quick destruction of the fort. The English got lucky for the most part. They did find plague, but that island also had 10 gold on it, which was good for them. So they were able to raid. London wasn't really seriously challenged. She was able to neutralize the Tasmanian Devil and Wicked Queen before either of them had a chance to get to her. They were able to raid with the Bath. They were definitely thinking about building a fort. They thought about building a fort in the southwest, and then when London was docked there towards the end, they could have popped up Ramsgate. I guess that's probably what they should have done. They still would have lost Owen, but then realistically, Queen of Sheba would not have been able to destroy Ramsgate in that last turn or two, I don't think. So, or Fort Brompton really. So maybe they could have gotten 20, because then that 4 would have counted for them. Could have been 20 to 6, but either way, still a nice victory for the English. So maybe it was a little bit of a mismatch. I think London was a little bit overpowered for this overall game. I tried to make up for that with Wicked Queen having SAT as well, and then Tasmanian Devil having some firepower. But it would have been interesting if the Corsairs hadn't lost Tasmanian Devil so quick. If maybe she had been over here. It's just hard to predict where the English will pick their home island, because they set up right next to them with SAT. They just pop out and smash them when they're not docked at the home island. So it's kind of a flaw of the mercenary keyword too. It's easy to get smashed on the first turn depending on how things go. So it's a little bit of a weird keyword, really. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like if you enjoyed the video. I'm definitely going to do more full game video recordings, and there's going to be some affiliate links in the description as always. So if you buy from those, it'll help support the channel and Pirates with That, my website, and my efforts to bring back the game. Question of the day, I think it'll be, which fleet did you like more? The English fleet was maybe slightly more conventional, but be curious to hear what fleet you enjoyed more. You can see full details of them on PSM list. I'll have links in the description. And feel free to subscribe for more Pirates content. Thanks for watching.